coming to a comfortable sitting position and letting your body relax, taking a moment to just get yourself stable. If there's any ache or pain, if you just need to move a little bit before you settle down, go ahead. And then in any comfortable position, if you need to sit on a cushion or on a block, on a pillow, whatever, just to lift the hips up a little bit, do so. So the knees are below. And with your feet, they can be outstretched in front. You can be in a chair or whatever is comfortable. So, and once you've got your position, opening the chest and lengthening the spine and making sure that the curvature, the natural curvature of the back is not exaggerated by going forward like so. So just nice and core, just relaxed. And then we'll bring our hand in the heart mudra. So bringing the index finger curved, and then the middle finger and the ring finger are touching the thumb. So perhaps I'll come closer for this. So bring your thumb to your index finger to the base, and then middle finger and ring finger touching the thumb. And then the little finger is just out there. And then palms facing up on your lap, on your knee or wherever. Yeah, okay. And so now close your eyes again. So this is the heart mudra, and we'll bring the attention to the heart center. Opening the chest again, lengthening the spine, and letting the body relax. The chin just humbles in ever so slightly, so the back of the neck is nice and straight. So taking a moment, just checking your position, making sure you're comfortable, and the face completely relaxed, the hands relaxed, the feet relaxed. So we'll do a quick body scan, bringing the attention to the feet. And as I name the various body parts, if you can relax them further, go ahead, if need be, of course. So the feet, ankles, calves, shins, knees, thighs, buttocks and hips, the back, lower back, the middle back and the upper back, and the shoulders, abdomen, chest, and the clavicle, the hands, the fingers, the forearms, the upper arms, and now the neck, the face, bit of room between upper teeth, lower teeth, the tongue release from the palate, lips lightly closed, nose relaxed, eyes completely relaxed, forehead relaxed. So forehead again, and the head and the scalp completely relaxed. Now bringing your attention to your heart center, feeling the breath around that area, growing out to the rib cage. As you breathe in, the body fills in with oxygen, with air, and you can feel that it goes out towards the rib, both sides of the ribs, and back down. feeling that expansion of the heart center. And now imagining that it's growing beyond the body, so that you can feel that the air is going and you can feel it expanding beyond the body. Of course, not physically, but imagine your breath outside your body, to the sides, growing from your heart and out. A few more times. Feeling the breath. And every time you're breathing in energy, love. Breathing out any negative things that you don't need. And now dropping the breathing, but leaving your attention at the heart center. So we will chant Om 3 times and the opening invocation. Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So releasing your hand gesture, your mudra, and then just getting ready for movement. So welcome everyone. And so we're going to be sitting for another few minutes, just to do a bit more of the Ujjayi breath that we were doing last time. So so it is really an important breath for you to learn. So we'll go with that again. So I guess everyone was here last time. So if you are confident about what you're doing, please go ahead. Otherwise, I'll just recap. I've also sent you the handout for it. So we will start with the mouth open. So if you don't need to do that, you can just go ahead and do it mouth closed. So it's a constriction at the throat. So, and it's not very loud, but I'm going to exaggerate the movement so you can hear. So when you're breathing out, it's almost like you're steaming a window. So inhaling. And now, if you're ready, you can close the mouth and do it. You can feel that the exhalation can be expanded quite a lot. So try it. So it's a constriction at the throat, not at the nose. Taking your time with it. The face is relaxed. Do not exaggerate the movement. Head relaxed. A few more. So the exhalation activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps the body to relax. The inhalation activates the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight and flight mode of the body. So by prolonging the exhalation, we are activating a lot more the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing us to relax even further. So again, this is a little bit what we're trying to do here. And if you find it helpful to do it just on the inhalation or the exhalation to begin with when you're learning, that's fine. And then you can later on combine both. Okay, so make this your last breath. And then we're going to get ready for movement. Okay, so we'll just do a couple of cat-cow, and then we'll come standing up. So hands underneath the shoulders. And if you've got tight shoulders, you can just bring them a little bit forward. Fingers completely widespread, and all the corners of the hands, not just the wrist. So the movement starts from the base of the spine, coming down, looking up, let the stomach drop. And then exhaling, the movement starts from the base of the spine, navel to spine, let the head drop. Exaggerate the movement if you're used to it. If you have any upper back issue, you can come on top of your fingers if you like, for those of you who've done this with me before. So 3 more in your own time, using the whole of the breath. Inhale, let the stomach drop, open the chest, looking up. Exhale, movement starts from the base of the spine, curving the spine, let the head drop. Exaggerate the movement if you feel like it. And 1 more. And then now we'll try and come up without using our hands. So bringing one knee forward and then coming up. Try without using your hands. Might work, might not work, and that's okay. It doesn't matter either way. Okay. So now we're going to do a couple of the exercises that we did last time, and we're going to be doing the twisting. So we'll start with the arms to the side, the feet hip distance apart. So relaxing the shoulders. So inhale to one side, bending the other arm, turning to one side, let's say the right, and then exhaling back to center. Inhale one side, bending, looking to the middle finger of the back arm. Shoulders relax, and then coming back to center. So a few more using the breath. So when you come to the center, your arms are out wide. So taking your time, coordinating fully with the breath. So the hips don't go so much, it's just the upper body. And One more each side once you've done your left, once you've come back to the left, having done the left, then release the arms down. Okay, so now we'll do the other one that we did last week, which is the foot, which is a bit of a balancing one with the feet. So coming on your left foot, so making sure you are safe and secure and weight distributed throughout that foot. Come on the tip of your right, and then the hands at the hips. So inhale, bring the legs forward. Exhale down, touching the floor. Inhale back without going too much forward. Exhale, center. Inhale to the side. Exhale, center. Inhale to the right this time, and exhale, center. And then left side. So put the weight on the left, on the right leg. Come on the tip of your left. Inhale, left leg up, so you can face all the time. You're facing a point in front of you. Sorry, I didn't say that. And then leg down. Inhale, back. Exhale, center. Inhale to the right, across. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. And coming back to neutral. So two times each side again. So in your own time, forward, inhale. Make sure you are looking at a point in front of you. Back, without moving the upper body. To the side and back. And other side and back. So you can, once you kind of get the hang of it, if you want to move a little bit further, you can do. You can bring your legs a little bit higher, but making sure the upper body stays nice and firm. Making sure you come back to the center every time and coordinating with the breath. It doesn't matter if you go one side first or the other. Staying with the practice, keeping your mind engaged. And so making this your last one with the left leg, and then coming back to the center. So the hips are not going to the side. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Right, now we're just going to do another quite simple balance. So we'll inhale the arms up, coming on the tip of your toes, and then exhale, coming down. So a couple more. Inhale, come up, and then exhale down. So making sure that you're not rushing either the coming back or the going up. So it's got to be gradual, full control. So coordinating the arms and the legs and the feet, and then slowly, slowly coming down. And now you can carry on the same, but if you want, you can bring the arms up, feeling the pull in the opposite direction, and then coming down. You can stay at shoulder level if that feels better for your body today. So you choose. A few more wherever you are. Inhale up and exhale down. So just observe if there is a tendency to go down fast, and try and not do it if at all possible. So feel the work in the core area to keep you balanced. And then now the next time we go up, irrespective of where your arms are, either at shoulder or up, relax the shoulders, and then we'll just stay there and breathe. So for as long as is possible. So if you can do it with your eyes closed, then you're a pro. So staying there for as long as feels good. Don't overdo anything. And then come out slowly when you need to. Okay, so shake the legs a little bit if they need it. And then we're now going to go on to sun salutation. So we're going to do one easy version of sun salutation, and then one normal version of sun salutation, and then one moon salutation today. So a little bit of a variation. So coming towards the front of your mat on the long side, and or if you don't have a mat, that's okay, just to where you want to be, and tug the pelvis under, opening the chest, and connecting with the inner sun at the heart center today. So not the physical sun, and just taking a moment connecting to your inner sun, which resides at your heart center. Inhale, and then exhale, bringing your palms together at the heart, the sternum. And then inhale up first, so your arms can be in any position that you like. So going up, the arms don't have to be tight, you don't have to be together. If you can, that's okay. If you don't want to, that's okay too. Up first, and then a bit of a back bend. So the weight is on the heels, not on the toes. And then using an exhalation, coming down, let the head hang, hands on either side of the feet, and relax. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Those of you who can get with the palm of your hands on the floor, do so. You can bend your knees as much as you like to get there, if you can get there. And then inhale, the right leg back, the right knee on the floor. Come on the tip of your fingers, looking up. So looking up to the ceiling. So we come to the tip of our fingers so that upper back is nice and relaxed. So the left knee is directly above the left heel. So looking up. So now we transition into the plank pose. So bringing one leg back and then leaving the upper body completely still, lifting the other. So if this is too much, then stay here. And then we all come back to all fours in this version. And then we go back into child pose. And then we inhale forward again. And then we exhale, downward dog. So this is a modified version. And in downward dog or inverted V, let your heels drop to the floor. Your back is nice and straight. So the hips are as high as you can get them to be. Your hands are supporting you, and well, you might have a little micro bend in your arms, and there is room between the ears and the shoulders. And now bringing the left knee down on the floor, bring the right foot in between the hands, come back on the tip of your fingers, that as in the previous pose at the beginning. This is the equestrian pose. And then with an exhalation, bring the back foot to meet the front foot. So you might need to just get a bit of momentum going back, and float the left leg to the front if that works, or get there any way that you like. Let the body hang. So now we need to straighten the back. So straighten the back, bend the knees, bring the arms back, coming up with a nice flat back, looking up, back bend, and then hands to prayer and arms by the side. Okay, so we'll do the same, leading with the left leg. If you want to do any other variation, please go ahead. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up first. If you, for those of you who can get your hands, your arms behind your ears, do so. Feel that lengthening first and then back bend. Weight on the heels. Exhale, down, hands by the side. Let the head hang. Inhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor, tip of your fingers looking up. And now we're not going to go into the plank pose, we're just doing the modified version, so coming into all fours. And then going into child pose. And then inhale, coming back to the center. And then exhaling into downward dog. So room between the ears and the shoulders. For those of you who can get your heel towards the floor, go ahead. If you need to adjust your arms and legs, do so. And then now we want the left foot in between the hands, so we bring the right knee down first. And then just bring the left foot in between the hands. Tip of the fingers looking up, checking your left knee alignment. The knee is directly above the heel. Looking up to the ceiling, chin stretch. And then bringing the back foot to meet the front foot. So just slightly, just land it there, if possible, of course. And then straight back, flatten the back, bend the knees, using the strength of the legs and the knees at the same time. Coming up, stretch up first, back bend, hands into prayer, and arms by your side. Okay, so just to bear in mind, you can stick with this version if you like. We're going to go the real version now, but if you feel like you want to stick with this one, go ahead. So up to you. Right then, so join me when you're ready. So again, connecting with that inner sun. Inhale, exhale the palms together. Inhale, up. First back bend. Exhale. Head down, hands by your feet. Inhale, right leg back, right knee. So you can breathe normally here, but for those of you who are used to this, then we go into the plank pose. One leg back without moving the upper body, the other leg back. And here, moving the shoulder, broadening the shoulders, by just moving a little bit there, so the back of the shoulders are straight, looking just ahead. And then with an exhalation, bringing the knees down, uncurl your toes, keep the elbows in, bringing the chest down and the forehead down, buttocks in the air. Slide the body into one straight line. And we come up into baby cobra. So lift the hands up, looking to the ceiling. And then we bring the hands down. Using an exhalation, curl the toes under. And by all fours, if you need to, coming into inverted V. If you need to walk your feet a little bit forward or your arms a little bit backward, go ahead. Let the head hang. We want to bring the right foot in between the hands, so you can bring the left knee down as we did earlier on. Or if you can do it in one go, go ahead and do it. Tip of your fingers looking up. And then back foot to meet front foot. Bend your knees, coming up with a nice flat back, flatten the back, up to the sky, back bend. Exhale, hands to center, arms by the side. Okay, so now we go other side. Inhale, exhale, palms together, heart center. Visualizing the inner sun. Inhale, up, back. Exhale, down. Let the head hang come a little bit forward. Inhale, left leg back. Tip of your fingers, check the right knee alignment, right knee above the heel. Transition into the plank pose. Knees first, one leg back. Without moving the upper body, just lift the other knee, looking slightly ahead. Slowly bring the knees down, uncurl the toes, keep the elbows close to the body. Slowly, if you can, bring the chest down, the forehead down. Remember, you can do the other option as well. Slide the body forward, coming up into baby cobra still. So keep your feet close together. If they stay, keep them on the floor. If they stay, and looking up. Come up a little bit more here. And then bring the hands back down to the chest. Using an exhalation, coming up, downward dog. Let the head hang. Let the heels go towards the floor if they go. And now we want the left foot in between the hands, so bring the right knee down if you need to. And if you're bringing it in one go, lightly land the left foot. So come on the tip of your fingers, looking up. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot lightly. Arms back, bend the knees, coming up. First up and back. And then hands to prayer. And hands by your side. Okay, so we're going to do one more time. So if anybody needs a break, take a break. If you want to go to the easy version, go ahead. So now we're going to do the moon salutation. So join me when you're ready. And we're also going to do it a bit slower. We're going to stay in each position now. Inhale, exhale, palms together. 3 breaths. You can repeat Om to yourself. You can close your eyes if you feel good. If you need your eyes open, that's fine. Connecting with the inner sun. Inhale, up. Back bend. Breathe in this position, so don't go back too much, so you can hold the position. So your arms can be stretched or can be together or just in cactus, anything that you feels good for you. And when you're back bending, making sure that, like, if you have 3 fingers behind your neck, they are not getting squashed when you're going back. So staying here and breathing. Exhale, come down. Bring the weight forward a little bit. 3 breaths. Inhale, right leg back, right knee on the floor. Come on the tips of your fingers. So 3 breaths here. And then we come up into the moon pose now. So the moon pose, you can change, you can choose your arm position. You can go in cactus arm, or you can go just like so, or you can bring your hands in prayer, and you can just cross your thumbs. So you choose your position. So we all go up first, or you, if this is too much, you can leave your hands on your knee, on your left knee, and if you can. So this is a bit of a balance pose as well. So keep your eyes open, and then a little bit of a back bend. Breathe in this position. So don't go too much. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. We've probably done one already. And then we go down into the equestrian pose. And then we'll go into the plank pose. So in the plank pose, enjoying the plank pose. And if it's too hard for you, bring your knees down, no problem. And for those in the plank pose, and as a sign of appreciation for this pose, smile. And then slowly bring your knees down, uncurl your toes, coming down into the 8-point pose. So 3 breaths here. People who find this really difficult, you can come out anytime you like, not just for this, but whenever you want to. And then slide the body forward. And now we're going to come into Cobra, but we're going to come up a little bit higher. So we'll use the hands, but keep the navel on the floor, looking up to the ceiling. And then exhaling, coming into downward dog. And if coordinating the breath is not quite for you today, then just breathe normally. So 3 breaths in downward dog. And then bring the right foot in between the hands. And then here we go straight into the moon pose. Staying here, 3 breaths. And then bring the hands down. And then bring the back foot to meet the front foot. And then we're going to come up. Here, we're not going to stay in this position. Coming up, back bend, and hands in prayer, and arms by your side. So left side, one last one. Inhale, exhale, 3 breaths. Connecting with your heart center. Inhale, up, back bend, 3 breaths. If you're finding it difficult to breathe, that means you've gone too far in the pose, back out. Coming forward, bend your knees as much as you need to. So bring your center of gravity slightly forward. And keep your knees straight here. If your hands don't go on the floor, that's fine. Just feel the stretch in the back of the body. And now bend your knees as much as you need to make contact with the floor. Inhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor, looking up. And then coming up into equestrian, into moon pose. So taking your time, it's a balance pose as well. So you can stay here in cactus, or you can just stay here with your hands on your knees. Or if you want to come further, you can go further. If you want to look at the back wall, you can look at the back wall, whatever feels right for you. 3 breaths. And then coming back and into all fours, one leg back, upper body completely still, lifting, or take any variation that you like. So the back of the neck is nice and relaxed. You're looking just ahead of your mat and breathe, feeling the work. And then bringing the knees down, uncurl your toes, chest down, and forehead down. 3 breaths. Slide the body into one straight line, and then coming up a little bit. So using your arms here, keeping the shoulders away, the elbows close to the body, the feet close together on the floor if possible. If that's not possible, then just let your body do what it needs to do. So breathing, if you can come up a little bit more, do so. And then exhaling, head down, downward dog. If this is too much, just stay into all fours. And then we need to bring the left foot in between the hands, so you can bring the right knee down first. And then we go straight into equestrian pose. 3 breaths. And then, sorry, into half moon pose, not equestrian. Now we go into equestrian. And then we could bring the back foot to meet the front foot, so we're not holding here. And then coming up with a nice flat back, bend your knees and arms, back bend, and hands into prayer, and arms by your side. So separate the legs a little bit here, and breathe. So a few breaths before you make your way down to the floor and relax. So we'll take a few breaths down on the floor, relaxing now. Making the exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. So taking your time, relaxing. If you need to bring the knees to the chest, whatever you need to do, go ahead. So once you've done any movement that you need to do, then be still. When the body is still, the mind is still. So now we're going to get ready for a leg lift. So, so when you're ready, bring the palms facing down on the floor, bend your knees, bend both knees, and then out, or just bend the left one, outstretch the right knee. So making sure the back of your neck is nice and long. So bringing the chin slightly to the chest and elongate the neck and relax. So palms facing down by the side of the body, so quite close to the body. And then we're going to just lift the right leg up in a minute. So wait for the instructions. So engage your core, making sure that both buttocks are on the floor, the lower back is on the floor. And then when inhale, bring the leg up, keeping it straight. It doesn't matter how far it goes. And making sure that when it goes up, your both buttocks still stay on the floor. And then using an exhalation to bring that leg down slowly, maybe with a count of 3. And then when you get to the floor, you can just relax it for a moment. So then engage again, 1, 2, 3, up. If you want to work harder, you can bring your toes towards your face. You just lift, just bringing them towards you, and then exhaling down, back on the floor. So one last time, inhale. Keeping the leg straight. It doesn't matter how far it goes, but you want that leg to be straight. unless you've got problems, then that's okay. And then come down. And now we'll do it one more time. Inhale, bring the right leg up. And then now breathe normally. Interlace your hands, both hands, bring them to the back of the right thigh. So just hold your leg there. And then you can bring that leg a little bit towards you. For those who have got no neck problems, inhale, bring the head up. And then as you bring the head up, you might feel like you can bring the hands a little bit further up. Again, keep the knees straight. It doesn't matter if you don't go any further, but just keep the knee to the back of the whole leg, right leg straight. If this is a bit too much for you, bring the head down, that's fine. Or if you've got something to rest your head on, you can do that as well. It's not about the head. So if you want to rest your head on something, that's okay too. And keep the left knee in, not to the side. So just breathe into this stretch, feeling the stretch at the back of the leg. And with every breath out, trying to relax a little bit more. So we don't want any neck pain. If the neck hurts, please bring the head down. And as you bring the head down, you need to bring probably your hands a bit more towards you, a bit lower away from the foot. So a couple more breaths here. And then bringing that knee to the chest, outstretch the left leg. And then outstretch both legs. So feel the difference between the two legs without judging it too much, but just feel whether there is a slight difference. Whatever it is, that's okay, just a difference. And now we do the same thing on the other side. So bending the right knee this time, hands on the floor by your side, palms facing down, neck nice and long if possible. So inhale, left leg up, toes towards you if you want to work harder. Knee, leg straight, coming down slowly and letting go. Resting for a moment, just momentarily. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, both buttocks on the floor, engage the abdomen. Exhale, feeling the work in the abdomen as well. So one more time. Inhale, 3, and then exhale, 3. And then now we'll inhale the left leg up to hold. Interlace both hands outside the left thigh. So it doesn't matter how far your leg is. And even if you don't get to your thighs, that's fine. If you can't interlace, that's okay. But making sure the leg is straight. Otherwise, you don't get the benefit of what we're trying to do here. Both buttocks on the floor. And then on your next breath in, if you want to work harder, you can bring your head up, or you can just stay on the floor, that's fine. And then if your hands want to go straight up, you can hold your foot if you get there, or you can hold your ankle with one and your toes with the other hand, whatever feels right for your body. So one side will feel very different to the other side. And the idea is to use the exhalation to let go of any tension. So we don't want pain, we just want a sweet spot. And again, if this is too strong for the neck, bring something behind the back, behind the head, or just bring the head down, that's fine. It is not about the neck. We preserve our neck. So a couple more breaths here. Feeling where the tension is. And if you can use your out breath to let go of that tension a little bit, that'd be great. And then slowly bring that knee, that left knee into the chest. Outstretch the right leg, and then outstretch both legs. And now just observe the feeling in both legs. Okay, so we're now going to go for and do a bridge pose. So bending both knees. Again, bringing your hands by the side of the body. And all we're going to do is we'll inhale. So the feet are hip distance. The knees stay hip distance all throughout. So there would be a tendency for the knees to go to the side, and try and resist that if you can. And for those of you who've got a block that's of a decent size, so you can just hold it in between to make sure that you don't, your knees don't go apart, if that feels good. Okay, so now pressing on both feet, letting the buttocks go up, and then slowly coming down. So a couple more. Pressing on the legs, on the feet, inhale up, feeling the whole of the front body filled with air, and then exhaling slowly down, one vertebra at a time. And one last time coming up. Feel the breath, and then exhaling, coming down. So that's the dynamic bridge. And now we're going to go up, and then we're going to hold. So to go up, we are pressing on the feet. And as we do that, it is natural that the buttocks will go. So make sure your knees haven't gone to the side. And here, let's breathe normally. So don't go too far up. So staying here. If you know any variation here that you'd like to do, if you can do the wheel safely, if you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and do that. If not, stay with me here. This is plenty enough. And hold the pose, but breathe. So this is strength building exercise. So we hold. So you can feel the tension building around the buttocks, the back of the legs, and of course, if you need to come back down a little bit, go ahead, come back down. Don't force anything, don't aggravate any existing pain. Just check your knees. A few more breaths. And slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. And then bringing both knees to the chest. And then just rock and roll side to side if you need to. Just feeling that work in the body. And now we're just going to do a couple, one exercise with the Ujjayi breath. So basically just listen very carefully. So you're lying down, legs outstretched. The legs are close together and your toes are engaged. Your feet are quite close together. And then your palms, your hands are by the side of the body, just like when you're walking. So just your the palms of your hands are to the side, are facing the side of the thighs. So bring the chin to the chest. In this position, do 3 Ujjayi breaths. Keep the feet engaged. Close your eyes if it feels good. If there's too much going on at the moment or you don't like your eyes closed, then open them, of course. And now turn the head, once you've done your 3 breaths, turn the head, keeping the chin quite close to the body still. Turn the head to the right. And then do 3 Ujjayi here. So the arms stay the same. The feet are engaged. 3 Ujjayi, breath in, breath out. And once you've done that, coming to the center, and then turning to the left, chin towards the, turning your head towards the left, chins towards the shoulder, keeping that tight. And then 3 Ujjayi. Mind the feet are engaged. And then slowly bringing the head back to the center when you've done. And then coming into to one side. And then we're going to do one more exercise. So coming up into sitting. So we separate the legs in front of us a little bit and sitting on your sit bones, and then bending the right knee in. So the left leg is nice and straight and the foot is engaged. I don't mean tense, but I mean engaged. So, and then here, so just turning to face the left leg. And then you can just go down for a forward bend whenever you're ready. So you don't have to go too far, just wherever is comfortable. Your hands on either side of that leg. Let the head hang. Keep the left foot engaged. If you can hold your toes, you can with your left hand, you can bring the index finger and the middle finger in between the big toe and the little toe and the second toes. And then you can bring the thumb on the big toe. And if your foot has got a tendency of going to the side either there, you can bring your right hand on the remaining 4 toes. But only if that feels good. You don't have to touch your foot. You can just stay anywhere and enjoy the forward bend and relaxing the leg. So there doesn't need to be too much tension on the left side. It's a forward bend. You should feel it at the back of the body, but not too much tension. Holding your toes rather than your heels, or just your hands on the floor. And then wherever you are, just walking the hands back and coming up. So now we're just going to come up. So we leave the left leg outstretched where it is, and then we come on the right knee, like so. So make sure you're nice and stable. So we lift the right arm up, relax the shoulders down. Yeah, the shoulders down, just relaxing that shoulder. The left hand is on the left leg. So inhale, elongate, going up with your right arm. And then with the exhalation, bending towards the left. And you can do your left hand can just go down that leg a little bit. So making sure the upper body is nice and straight. So if your If you don't like the sensation of your right arm there, you can bring your right arm on your hip. That's fine. Or you can bring your right arm to the left waist as well. So, and this actually to the left waist makes sure that your upper body is nice and open and not folding forward. So this is a version of the triangle on the floor. We sometimes do it standing, but here now we're doing it on the floor. So staying there. There's not much weight on the left hand. It's just there because it's got to be somewhere. Making sure you're not hyperextending your knee here. Feeling the stretch down the left side of the leg and feeling a nice opening in the upper body as well. Staying here for a couple of seconds. And then coming back to the center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So outstretch the right leg, bending the left, and sit on your sit bones. So just making sure your spine is nice and straight. So bending, so your hands can be by the side of, on either side of the leg, and then slowly coming down, bending from the hip crease. So one side will feel very different to the other. Just go to wherever is comfortable. And the idea is just to go where you're comfortable. And then gravity and your body will relax. It might invite you to go further. So we're not fighting the body. We're just waiting for the body to invite us, if it does. If it doesn't invite us, we don't impose. And the right foot is engaged. You can choose where you want your hands. Do not hyperextend your right knee. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, breathe. And if on the exhalation your body invites you to go further, go for it. One more breath. And then coming up. And then we're going to do the triangle on this side. So coming on the left knee this time, keeping the right leg. So you might just need to move a little bit so you are kind of straight. So this time your right hand is on your right leg, lifting the left arm up and relaxing the shoulders down. So just taking a moment here to feel nice and secure and in this position. So now inhale, going stretch up a little bit, and then exhale, bending. So remember the left hand can be on your left waist or on your right waist even. And if you get your left hand on your right waist, then that really gives a very, very nice opening to the upper body. It doesn't matter where the right hand is. There's no weight on that right hand. So enjoying the pose. And so you can look anywhere you like. You can look to the ceiling, you can look in front. If this hurts your neck, you can just look down. It really doesn't matter. It's Couple more breaths here. And then bringing the knees together. We'll go into child pose first. So child pose. The important thing about the child pose is the buttocks is on the heels. And then if your heads don't go down, that's fine. You can rest your hands in, you can rest your chin in your hands, or you can separate the knees a lot more. Then maybe you can get down. You can make two fists and separate your head. So we're just kind of balancing this for a moment. And then slowly getting ready for the final relaxation. So make sure you're warm enough. And getting ready. So in the Shavasana position, with your palms facing up, your legs just really resting, making yourself very comfortable. Let the body relax. The idea is to try and be completely still for the relaxation. If you need to move, that is absolutely fine, but do so mindfully. So taking a moment to correct and adjust your posture, any aids that you need so that you're 100% comfortable. Take a few deep breaths into the abdomen. And as you exhale, let go of all the physical, mental, and emotional tensions. Close your eyes. Now, if you have a resolve or a sankalpa, repeat it to yourself 3 times. Any resolve is bound to come true as we work with the subconscious. So now feel the contact between the body and the floor. Become aware of the plane of contact between the body and the floor. Feel the contact between the floor and the left heel, the right heel, the left leg, the right leg, the left buttock, the right buttock, parts of the back, the left shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade, the left hand, the right hand, the left arm, the right arm, the back of the head. So feel again the contact between the whole body and the floor. If you encounter any tension, try and let go. Become aware of the body becoming very soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your right leg becoming heavy and soft and sinking into the floor. Repeat this feeling with the left leg. Feel the heaviness of the whole leg and feel it sinking into the floor. Feel the hips, pelvis, and buttocks, lower back and abdomen becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Repeat this feeling of heaviness, softness, and sinking with the right arm and the left arm. Feel your shoulders and shoulder blades becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your neck becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your head becoming soft and sinking into the floor. Feel your face let go of expression, become soft and heavy and sink into the floor. Feel your eyeballs and the muscles around them become soft and heavy, sinking into the skull. Feel your jaw become soft and heavy, sinking to the floor with your mouth gently closed, lips completely relaxed. Feel your brain becoming soft and heavy and sinking into the floor. Spend a few moments here or any other point. And if you come across any tension, mentally release it. Finally, feel the whole body soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Tell yourself that if you wanted to get up or move, you could not, as your muscles have become so soft and heavy. Feel the pull of gravity on your body, holding you to the ground. Now, become aware of your heart center, feeling the air at the heart center going out, and as you breathe in, it expands. You feel the air going to your rib cage and back out. So feeling that expansion at the heart center, growing love, growing heart. So feeling that breath going to beyond the rib cage and to the upper body, to the throat, to the head. And now visualize the breath going to your feet, to your legs, expanding from the heart, from the lungs, going out everywhere, nourishing every single cell. Staying with this expansion. And now imagine you're breathing, the breath is expanding into your arms, to your legs, your feet. And now you can feel the air going even outside of your body, expanding around you. Visualizing the air above you, to the side. Expanding. That feeling of possibilities, that feeling of expansion, that feeling of limitless. So staying with that feeling for a few moments. And as you breathe in, you're embracing that infiniteness, the infinity, limitlessness quality, ever growing, full of potential, of possibilities. And as you breathe out, you let go of anything that comes in the way of your realizing that. And then letting go of that visualization. Now repeating the same resolve if you had one 3 times with feeling, emphasis, and conviction. And now slowly bringing a little bit of movement to your feet, feeling your feet on the floor. Bit of movement to the arms, visualizing the space where you are in the room, your position on your mat, visualizing the lovely virtual space with all of us coming together today, supporting each other in our practice, feeling that connection. And then when you're ready, coming to the side and taking your time to come up into sitting so we can finish the class. So we will go back to the mudra that we had at the beginning. So the index finger turned, the thumb against the middle finger, and the ring finger on your lap or on your. So curve the index finger in, touch with your thumb, the middle finger, and the ring finger. So bring the hands on your lap, on your knee, facing up. So we're going to chant Om 3 times. And the first time you're sending love to yourself. The second time you're sending love to the people you know. And the third time it's kind of like a big outgoing Om to the whole world. So we'll do it all together. So the first one is to you, and it's a bit more like close in the body, and then a little bit more out, and then completely out. So when you're ready, inhale. And we will, so you can stay with your mudra if you like, and we will do the final prayers. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kakshit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. And this translates as auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone, may all be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, meaning, may the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And letting go of your mudra, and thank you very much indeed.